Why US university? Because, well, I think that's a really interesting question because in China, we have lots of the university and US also has a lot of university. It's a multiple choices for me. But the only reason, well, we're gonna discuss it today. So let's say the US has a lot of best schools in the world, like Syracuse, Harvard, Princeton, and Yale. They are among the best of the world, which means they have the best education quality and the best education resources. So I'm so excited to learn the knowledge from the schools. Let's see an interesting data here. According to BBC statistic, the worldwide study abroad students number increased from 800,000 to almost 4 million students from 1975 to 2009. And that number increased approximately by 12% each year. So why so many people want to study abroad? Maybe somebody want to study abroad because they want to have a different experience, and somebody wanted to study abroad because they think that's interesting. But for me, the reason is pretty specific. Because the US university provides the most important value for my future success. And let me introduce my future expectation. I want to start my own business. The business still unclear for me. I will figure out in my college life, but I believe I have to start my own business. But before I start my business, a few knowledge is crucial for my success. So that's my major, information management and technology. And the iSchool of the Syracuse University is almost the best information study schools in the US. So what is information study? Let's say what is most important business resources for today? Money? Human resources? Well, I think the most important resources is information. For example, like I sell laptop. As we know, laptops is has a lot of different components, and like a keyboard. For example, like in the next session, the keyboard gonna increase the prices, and I have that information, but my competitor don't have that. So what I gonna do? Well, buy all the keyboard in the market, as many as possible. So when the next session comes out, my competitor won't have enough the keyboard, and besides, they're gonna buy a keyboard in a really expensive prices. So I probably gonna win my next session and win the market. So that's how information works. And then another one is for me is the supply chain management. I want to learn in Whitman School of Management in Syracuse University. So what is supply chain management? It's, for example, a big company likes company machine watch. Each component works independently, but they are connected by invisible system to serve the single target, showing time accurately. So as supply chain management is actually doing the same thing, connecting every part of the firm. That skill is really important for manager because manager don't have to understand the detail work of each part, but the manager have to connect every part of the company to serve the single target, win the profit, and win the competition. That's really important. So I have to learn the skills from the school before I start my own business. And the next benefit I think is self-exposure, independence. We leave our home away to another country, especially for me, I have to go to the US. Actually, US is another part of the planet, so which is pretty far, and it's pretty hard for me to connect it with my family conveniently, and because it's too far. So everything is rely on myself. I have to grow up like in the new environment. And second, I think I have to practice my learning skill because when I go to the other country, here's a new environment. different language and a different cultural and totally different education system. So how I get to used to this new environment? The only way is learning. So I have to learn this everything, and that's gonna practice my learning ability. And when I go home, when I leave my home, problem will come with me. I face a problem and solve it. That's really crucial skill for business success, because I believe when I start my own business, problem will be part of my business, and I have to solve it every time and face it, and repeatedly. I have to practice these skills, and that's really important for my future success. And the final benefit, I think, is in social intercourse. Actually, I wanted to join Syracuse study communication, study community, and Syracuse University actually has 25 study community, and I have to join one of them. But I think joining them is not easy, because first, I have to persuade community leaders why accept my application and why I'm so unique for the community. The next, I have to share my study strategy with group members. Like, I have to tell them how I work on the math and explain it with detail. And that's gonna practice my skill a lot. I have to repeatedly communicate with my friend. And I believe after I repeatedly practice this skill in my college life, I gonna construct a super strong confidence. And that confidence is really important for business success, because I have to confidently share my business thoughts to my future investigator by my strong communication skills, persuasive and effective to share the knowledge, share the idea. So that's really important for for the future success. Okay, so why Syracuse University? Because Syracuse University provides the most needed skills that are significant to my future. Thank you for your listening.